Okay, comic book fans, I was cleaning up this Fantastic Four that I got on a Whatnot auction, very cheap. So you know, it's not in great condition. It was sold as a 1.5, and you can see it's got some damage here. And when I opened it up, it became apparent to me that somebody has attempted to glue this at some stage, and some of the pages were sort of stuck together. Indeed, I think it would go to the center pages. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to I've taken the staples out, which are actually in pretty good condition, and I'm going to disassemble this book and soak it and hope that those pages that, here you go, so you can see here, this is the page stuck to the cover, and you can see it's quite badly damaged and quite dirty. So I'm going to soak that and hope that the glue dissolves and I can separate that from the page. What I will also do is, because we've got all the other pages out and we've got the staples out, I can clean these up as individual pages. I think there was one of the, is it the center page is also got some glue on it, so these pages are okay. Yeah, this is okay. Bit dirty. I hope they'll clean up with a soak. And we can clean these one at a time rather than as a block, which makes it a lot easier. And then when I've finished, I might do some leaf casting on the cover. Yeah, you can see here, this center page again is sort of got some glue in it. I presume because the staple, yeah, the staple area is damaged, so somebody's attempted to glue this in. So I'm going to try and unglue it, and then I might try some leaf casting around the staple area so that we can re-put the staples in and have the book hold together. Okay, so an interesting little project for the next few days. It's the first time I've done this sort of restoration with a Marvel comic, certainly with a Marvel Silver Age comic. Most of my restoration work I've done was been on Alan Class comics, which aren't stapled, they're square bound. So it will be interesting doing a stapled comic. I mean, one of the advantages is I can do the individual page, clean the individual pages, rather than having to do it as a block. So I'll see how I get on. Enough said. Okay, so stage one success here. So if you remember, the front cover here was glued to these pages. So I soaked this, I put it in between remade paper, which you can see still behind the cover here, and effectively soaked it in water, and then hoping that the glue was water soluble, and it worked. I was able to take off the front pages here from the cover. And in fact, you can just see the remains of the glue still on this cover. I'm hoping when that dries, I might be able to just brush it off gently. So, stage one, success. I have managed to separate the pages without causing any further damage. So it will be leaf casting next to try and fill these holes on the cover, so that we can eventually reinsert the staples and reform the comic without glue. Okay, so phase two, also a success. So this is the centre pages of the comic, which were sort of glued together in the middle. And so I've soaked this in water as well, and I've managed to separate them where they were glued. So yeah, this is just drying out. And as you can see, the reason the person glued it was because the staple areas were gone, and he clearly did it so he could reinsert the centre pages back into the comic. So I am going to be leaf casting this page as well to try and form the area where the staples were. So far so good. Okay, so we are on to stage three in trying to conserve this comic. And what I've done here is, this is the internal pages of the comic, excluding the middle page, which I showed yesterday. And I'm just giving them a soak. Given that they're out of the cover, this is an opportunity to soak them, to try and remove any staining, and also to try and reduce the amount of acid that's in the comic. So I've put it all in interleaved with remade paper so that I can separate everything out very easily for quicker drying. And there we go, stage three underway.